trig functions, examples 5 through 8. For 5 through 8, we're going to be using our inverse of our trig functions to determine the angle measure to the nearest degree. What that would look like is basically we're trying to move the sine function to the opposite side of our equation. So in this case, for number 5, b would equal our inverse sine, and then our 0.4848. If you're wondering where those numbers came from, that is actually a trig ratio that we found in our previous lesson. When you would divide the opposite over the hypotenuse, that is the number you would get. We can use that then to help us find the missing angle measure. On my calculator, I'm going to type in that inverse. For my calculator, I have to hit the sign button twice. Your calculator, you may have to use the second button. You'll just have to check your calculator to see. So inverse sine, 0.4848. Again, make sure you're in degree mode because we're determining the degree here. So 28.99 would round up to 29 degrees. For number 6, we have cosine of A equals 0.7431. So again, we're going to have A, and we're going to do our inverse cosine, 0.7431. Typing that into my calculator, 0.7431. And I would get 42 degrees. Example 7, another inverse cosine, so A would equal inverse cosine of 0.5878. So that would round up to 54 degrees. And our last one is also a cosine. So inverse cosine, or A would equal inverse cosine of 0.4226. And that would be 65 degrees. So those would be our angle measures for those 4 problems.